All right, guys, tonight we are going to take a look at the Glock 19 Gen 4. This is my everyday carry. This is my baby, all right? And so there's a couple things I want to talk to you guys about tonight is if you're thinking about stippling your Glock, do it. Man, I watched a ton of videos. It was about a month. I would mulled over whether or not I wanted to run the risk of stippling my Glock or not. Because, man, it seemed like every video that I watched, they're like, don't do it. You're going to ruin it. If you don't know what you're doing, all this stuff, you're going to go too deep. You're going to expose the parts and, you're going to ruin your Glock forever. And so I was like, man, I don't want to do that. And so I kind of mulled over it for a little bit. And then I was like, honestly, once I got over the fear of ruining my Glock, man, it was so easy. And so I'm just going to kind of walk you through and just let you know, like, man, you can do it. Like, if you can hold a pencil straight, you can do it. And for cheap, too. So I do a lot of, like, little woodworking stuff and everything. So I had the sandpaper already here. So what I did was I just took a pencil, got my Glock, and I just traced where I wanted to go. Just a kind of rough estimate where I wanted to go. And so after that, I took 60 grit all the way up to 220 grit, and I just sanded all this down. Sanded every bit of this down nice and flat. I didn't worry about borders or anything like that. The most difficult part was right here. I removed the finger grooves. For me, they didn't really work well. I didn't like them. And I was afraid of how it would look with the finger grooves and the stippling. And so I took a lot of time sanding that. And that was probably the roughest part. But if you can get it in a vise or something and run your sandpaper back and forth, it kind of takes it slowly, but it does get it. The only place I used a Dremel was right here. I've got a Dremel 4000 that I used. And it's actually right here. So I did this, and all I did was I undercut right there. I undercut that. I did not want to go too far because I see a lot of guys get too thin right here. I didn't want to get too thin, so I just took it up a little bit and then I actually brought it out this way a little bit. You can see a lot of it was right here. I still have to hit this with 1500 grit, and then I think I'm going to get this Cerakoted. I haven't decided yet. But anyways, I brought it out so it wasn't so bad. I really focused on these sides here. That way, it's really nice and soft up against the knuckle. It doesn't like hit it very much, and it's not like that rough edge. But as you can see, like, keeping the line really is not that bad. You take a straight edge, put it on your line, and you run it up against it. So again, I already had the sandpaper, so that didn't cost anything. I did get one of these off Amazon. It's a Weller something other. It's all it is. It's a wood burning kit is all it is. I think I paid like, what was it, $19? I think it's $19. Free shipping. It's Amazon. They're awesome. And so just did that. And man, you start with your border, going around through here on your border, going through here and all that jazz. And then once you got that, then you just kind of go for it. And but I did practice before. I almost don't want to show you guys my practice rounds. They were pretty rough. I had this old stock laying around, man, and it looked rough. Definitely suggest practicing first. I tried different textures and stuff, and I was like, man, the easiest one was just the dots. So I went with the bigger dots here. Don't mind this. Looks like a stinking cat was trying to get out of a cage or something. I was trying the different tips. They all suck except for the one I used. And that was just like the little dot. So keep that in mind. Definitely practice on some sort of polymer first. Definitely get like a fan or something. Don't want to be huffing on all those fumes. But yeah, guys, definitely if you're thinking about stippling it, do it. Just take your time, a couple hours, and you're gonna have it done. One thing to note, mag release. Leave a little bit more room here. It works, and it actually works just fine. But I'm afraid if I ever got like an oversized mag release or something, it would catch right in there somewhere. Anyways, don't look too close. No, I'm joking. I'm very confident in this. I think it looks really cool, really good. It's not super aggressive. It does the job. It doesn't hurt your hand. It's not one of those things that you're like, man, now I have to wear gloves because of this. No, it actually feels great. So definitely encourage you guys to go for it.